G'day everyone, and welcome to more StarCraft. Last time I managed to upgrade my ship to the point that I've got a decent mining laser and a bunch extra cargo. My hope today is that we will be able to get to either, or both, custom ships, which I think is this one, or... oh wait, no, that's base. Sweet, it's through the same thing. So I'll get bases on planets and then custom ships, because I really want to be able to make my own ship and redesign it and make something unique. Because as much as the color scheme does make this different, it is the same ship everybody else has, and that's sad. I want a new thing. I want a new thing. Did I say StarCraft? I don't think I said space. I thought I said SpaceCraft. You guys are just messing with me. What do you want to tell me, Ingrid?
No, you've just arrived from Sector Pioneer, and now you're looking for some action, right? As an affiliate, the big thing to remember is that the more the company trusts you, the more opportunities you'll get. And I can help you with that. As a health instructor for the company, I can sign you up for the novitiate test. It's a simple process that lets us figure out who would make good use of more freedom and who wouldn't.
Oh, delightful. Yeah, sure, I'm in. Test me.
Then it's settled. I'm signing you up. You won't regret this. Let's say you want to join a corpo, or even fund one. Well, you'll be allowed to do that after you earn your novitiate rank by passing the test of the same name.
Okie dokie.
That's actually not the test's official name, but this one is much easier to pronounce. All right, just get to the testing facility and don't mess it up.
Delightful. I have another mission. Reach the Vumex system. Alright, anyway. I've got a bunch of stuff in my cargo, so I'm going to see what I can make / sell to make some more cash. Let's go up to the shipyard. I did it! I said StarCraft, SpaceCraft. You guys messed with me in the Vintage Story stream and made me made me mess up what names I was saying. Damn it. Damn it! Alright, what do I actually have and what do I need to smelt? Got a whole bunch of copper nuggets. Okay. I feel like there was I gonna make another, I think I was gonna make another mining laser was one thing I was considering, but I don't think I've got enough like CPU points on my ship to be able to do it. Coleman, I also did the demo of this, and that's why I really want to get to the base building and the actual ship designing, because the demo didn't show those things, and I feel like those are the two things that might make this something I would want to play long term. If they're not very good, then, well, I probably won't want to play it long term. So I really wanted to at least get to that point. What's hooking me right now? The promise of those things. I want to check them out. I want to see what they're like. Because I feel like judging a game that has those things before I've gotten to it is only going to happen when it's really bad in the lead up to it. Like, it's got to really put me off. And while this game's got fairly lightweight, like the ship flying's pretty lightweight, the combat's pretty lightweight. It is an MMO, so I expected those to be that way. It's not broken. It's not got any horrible bugs that I've run into a la Occupy Mars, so I'm willing to try it a little bit longer. Went back and checked, you said StarCraft. Damn it! Damn it. At least I didn't do that on the sponsored stream. That would have been really bad. That would have been so bad. Whoops. But yeah, I kind of want to get to the building bit. And I feel like I'm close. So I want to get to the bit that has that. I've nearly emptied out half of my inventory, that's good. Words are hard. Especially when it's your job. So this is gonna at least give me some cargo space once this refining's done. I don't know if I can leave this and it still does. No, it doesn't. I actually have to stare at this. Great. Skill points grind fest to weed out the weekend players until you get to the good stuff, eh? I'm a weekend player. That's who I am. Except Windrose is the standout exception, and I'm really glad that Shaq and I got to play it the way we did. Windrose is the exception that proves the rule. I'm the sort of person who plays a few hours of something each week. And in Space Engineers, that's a few hours of each save each week. Because, you know, it's Space Engineers. It's what I do. I wasn't wasted playing this last week. Yeah, he did a sponsored stream for it as well. I don't know how long he played for and whether he's got much further than I did or not. Okay, so what can I actually make that might be useful? I kind of want to see if I can make another mining laser. I assume I'm not going to be able to attach it. Oh, I was wanting solar panels because I keep running out of power. My mining laser is too powerful. That's right. Which also requires that. So personal factory, I need another $175. All right. So I've got 52 copper ingots. Copper wire, added value 0.32, craft tax 0.31. So there's basically no point making copper wire because it's such a tiny fragment of increase in value. What about nuts and bolts? They lose value. Okay. Although that's probably per item and you get 8 of them. Oh. Hang on. Hang on. Fojanel, you won one of the keys. Nice. There's no free keys this day. This isn't sponsored. This is me just playing. So it's going to cost me to make wire. It's going to cost me 31 cents. And if I were to sell wire, it'd be 4 of them. So I'd sell 4 for 10 versus a copper ingot. Oh, it definitely makes profit. Yeah. So that's going to be the added value per item. So the total added value is $1.20 compared to the craft tax of, so it's 90 cents per thing. So if I made a ton of wires, I could sell them and make a bit of money. Make a bit more. I think. Which I should probably do because I've got heaps of copper. Sell those off and see if I can make enough money to do the next upgrade. If not, I'll go out and start doing some more of the scanning because I think that's probably what I need to do. I'm just trying to think about which direction I want to go first. Like what's going to get me this money so I can get these upgrades and whatnot. Pew pew those space rocks, yes. Do you think you'll return to Windrose at some point? I hope to. I think when it gets a big update, there's a decent chance if Shaq and I are still regularly streaming together by that point, we'll go back and play the new content and build some more cool stuff. Assuming other people are interested in watching us doing that. Because that's always one of the catches of these things is you got to have... there's got to be an audience there if you're going to make the time for it. Well, Kinemaru, who knows what could happen in however many months or years it takes for Windrose to do an update. Okay. Let's sell a bunch of that wire. I hope we will be, but who knows? Shaq could be sailing... Like, when the update comes, Shaq could be sailing somewhere. Windrose has explicitly said that its next update is going to be potentially 6 months away. I reckon I might sell down to 10. I've still got heaps more copper. $255. Nice. That is going to get me the next upgrade. Personal of... Yes, electric motors. I need to buy those. Then personal factory, I need to get back up to 300. So I need another 80. Okay. I've cleared out 2/3 of my cargo. What do I need silicate for? Is that used for the concrete? Made from silicate. Okay. And concrete goes into flywheel battery. Oh, okay. So this might be not a bad path to go down. Make some of these, because that's a big value add. What do motors need in them? Magnetic coils. And magnetic coils needed nothing fancy. Okay. Make some of those. What do I need for this? I need more magnetic coils. Cool. Then I need some metal sheets. Yeah, I think that it was the right call for... Oh, what do I need for silicon gel? I think it was the right call for the Windows devs to say, look, the next update's going to be a fair way off. Because it sets the expectations, right? There are so many games out there that have really long update cycles that didn't kind of make that obvious to begin with. And that's going to cost a bunch of money. I don't want to buy silicon gel. Can I unlock it? I can make it. I don't really want to buy it. Just looking at what's in each one. I don't see it anywhere. I wonder if it's in the experience progression that I could get it. Ah, yes. Metalloid gelling. Okay. How do I get... Requires science level 1. How do I get science level? Understanding the mysteries of the universe won't always lead to immediate benefits, but it's the only way forward for humanity and for the company science program. Study minerals and organic resources at the laboratory to increase your science XP. Right, so that I assume is a base thing. Or further into quests, maybe. So let's go do these exploration quests. I've cleared out a decent amount of my inventory. I've got enough room to do stuff. That's why I had to go up and do the smelting to begin with, because I had a nearly full inventory, which is not ideal. Kimura, I don't think it is a small team on Windrose, no. No, I think they just were like, we're going to set expectations appropriately, and we're going to be like, this is what we're going to do. Which I think is fine. I will repair my ship. I will refuel my ship. And I will take off. I get the impression from very early on, like having been part of the Windrose stuff back when it was Crosswind and watching the devs interact on their Discord since back then, I get the impression that they are keenly aware of some of the pitfalls that a number of developers of this style of game, have fallen into with community expectation setting and the like. I don't know how many of you remember just how upset people got at Valheim taking as long as it did for its second update after it had its explosively successful launch. Also, so let's go, we'll go GP294 so I can scan it a little bit too. Where the heck is GP294? Right, Collian is that way. It should be to my left. Somewhere here. There it is. Oh yeah, Valheim did other things that didn't go in its favor. For sure. Yeah. The Valheim biomes, they kind of lost me too. So I'm not going to criticize anyone for being turned off by them. But Valheim definitely was a decent example of a game that took a long time to do its first update, which was fair enough, but it did upset some people, and I think their communication around it could have made that easier if they'd known to expect that sort of reaction. Alright, let's do some scanning. Valheim's utter hatred of inventory management, quality of life. There is that too. But I think it's easier to dismiss criticisms of what you're doing when you know you've done what you can to avoid it in the first place. So what I'm trying to talk about is things like when you know that a certain subset of players are going to get upset about something, and so instead of just letting it happen, you go, all right, we're going to try and get ahead of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that they know about this thing, and I'm going to put her shit out in so many different ways that I can. That's why I was positive about Keen saying, don't buy the game if you're not into early testing. It'll be there later, come into it later. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. That's one approach to deal with it. It's not going to solve all of the problems, but it's going to diminish it somewhat. Because not everyone's going to be watching your streams. Not everyone's going to be interacting with those things. So it's still going to be a problem, but maybe it won't be as big a problem. This rainbow oil slick terrain is kind of cool. Yes, communication is always key, exactly. Okay, what's in here that I haven't scanned on this planet yet? Just one more thing. Figured I'd get a quick planet scan, exploration points. Oh, actually, let's grab some of this quartz, because the quartz is worth a bit. How easy it'll be to mine. It's what, 10 or 11 bucks a pop? So I may as well collect this when I see it. Every time a Paradox game gets a major update, there's always people that are surprised by their saves being broken on the new version. Yeah. Coming from space engineers, that would upset me too. Because Keen don't break your saves, really. Well, they don't break them. You might miss some of the new features, like with the economy update, but even that's rare. Oh, there we go. Sandstone mounds. Done. Can't remember if these are valuable. Oh, quartz. Oh no. Just silicate. So, no. No, that is not valuable. Do I remember what quadrant I started in? Infidant? Wait, is that the quadrant? The server name was Infidant or something? This is where I am. Infidant on the Asian servers, because that's probably closest to me. There were no Australian servers, or Oceania as they often call it. So I just went with what I thought was closest. Servers do not equal planets, no. Yeah, I wish the demo of this had included the content up to building bases, because I think that would have made it much clearer for people to... It would have been a great way to let people know that they actually would like the game or not, without having to buy in. Definitely find myself playing older games lately, too many fly-by-nights with newer games. Yeah, you definitely have to keep in mind that what you buy, as soon as you hand over your money, you can't expect anything to change from that point forward. So whatever a game's state is when you buy it is the game's state. That's it. Should I scan this other planet? Probably should. See if it'll be a quick one. Yeah, it's especially the bigger publishers, especially their games should be treated that way. Yeah, KSP2. KSP2. Never forget KSP2. We cannot forget it. And I'm sure we will get suckered in by another game at some point. But man, KSP2, that one hurt so much. I had such high hopes for it too. Like, I had such high hopes for KSP2 that I was actually talking to my other half about it, who knows nothing about gaming. She has no interest in gaming. I was talking to her about it because I was so excited for the potential of me playing it on videos, streams, and really getting stuck into it, because I missed the opportunity to do that with KSP, and I really, really enjoyed the game. So I was so excited about it from a number of different directions. Then I do the first stream of KSP2 and it absolutely blows up on my YouTube VOD. Like, I'm talking 400,000 views on a YouTube video, on a stream VOD. So I was, yeah, that one hurt hard. That hurt so much. Because I was excited from it from a gameplay perspective, but also from a content creation, this is what I do for a living perspective, and it just all went horribly, horribly, horribly. Because games like Supreme Commander and those sorts of ones that were just kind of like, eh. I was only expecting them to play them as a game, so it didn't hurt me in the same way. Yeah, KSP2's misleading or outright lies about what it was gonna be as a game were also not good. Thoughts on Kid in Space Agency? I'm still hopeful for KSA that it'll become something, but I think much like SE2, it's a long way off from that point where it becomes a game. It's got the right people working on it to become something cool. The progress that they're making on it is cool. My worry for KSA is that they'll run out of money before they can make money. And I hope that's not the case. And I'm worrying about that in the sense that I don't think they're any more at risk of it than anyone else, but just that I'd be really sad that if that happened. So there's meant to be 3 things in this area? Not seeing anything. KSA's an interesting one, because, like, looking at the stuff that they're adding, that they're doing, especially the info layers that they're added, it makes me wonder what gameplay you would do and how, like, they're gonna have to take that away from players to then give it back, I imagine, for any sort of science or career mode. I don't find anything here. What the heck? What is this sector called? High Peak. Someone been mining here and everything's just gone? Yeah, the SE2 update for Wheels has me feeling more excited because I love Wheels in Space Engineers. And the fact that they've moved multiplayer to this year, hopefully, also makes me feel happy about it. So I think multiplayer did need to come before water. I think people needed to be able to play co-op. Now, where did I see that magnetite? It's over this way. Let's go get that first. Gravite, sorry, not magnetite. Yeah, rovers in SE2, I hope, will give me enough survival fun to actually play it. Alongside it, I'm hoping I can find some mods to spice it up too, because the survival gameplay in SE2, I think it needs some mods to make it better. But working on Scrapyard at the moment, man, if we can get script mods for SE2 so that Nev can make a spawner for a Scrapyard in SE2, the power that will give me is immense. Like, one of the things... Oh, no, this way? One of the things that really excites me about that is one of the things I can't do with Scrapyard in SE1 is have small grid stuff spawn in the ground. SE2 don't care about that. Anything can go in the ground. So I can make really interesting stuff. Where the heck is this graphite? Am I blind? Should be somewhere this way. Oh, there it is. Scan. Yeah, the getting multiplayer before water. No, I think it was the right call. Whether it was a decision or just a thing that happened doesn't. I think it's the right way to do it because we need to be able to share this stuff with our friends. And I think from a promotional perspective for a game, having people able to play co-op is extremely valuable. Just look at the random nonsense that Shaq and I get up to in stuff, that Capac and I have gotten up to in stuff that drags out the playable hours for something to a whole new level. That's much harder to do in single player. So, Outcast, yes, you can spawn small grid stuff in the ground, but sometimes it'll explode. Just sometimes it'll just be like, nah, I'm going to explode now. And that's a massive performance hit. That's why I don't do it. Multiplayer alone sells games, it's the driving horse behind the friend slot. Yeah, exactly. And hey, I enjoy me some friend slot. Lots of those games are also priced at a level where they're like, yeah, this is friend slot. This is just, you have some fun with your friends for a few hours and you're happy to pay less than the price of a beer to do it. Zoom, zoom. I feel like I'm going faster. Am I just managing to fly close enough to the ground that I feel it? Like, as in faster than last time. Yeah, TFE calls me out for streaming blindness when I actually couldn't see the thing at the time I was talking about it. Hey, it's all good. Alright, almost there. Something to find down here. Something to find. Where is the something to find? Probably where that other player is. There's something. Hey, nice. Almost got my exploration level. Siderite. Siderite. Do I want to mine the siderite? Yeah, I'll mine the siderite. How are you liking this game overall? Like, who do you think this game would fit? I really don't want to give it overall judgment until I see what the building's like, until I get a little bit further into it. I don't feel like I've seen enough compared to what was in the demo to judge it differently to how I judged the demo, which was, eh. I want more. And the reason I took on the sponsored thing was like, I wanted to see more. It was not so bad that I didn't. Like, it was never bad that I went, nah. I wanted to play more and I knew I was going to, so I'm like, alright, you can pay me to play more of the game I was going to play anyway. Sounds delightful. Those are my ideal sponsorships. Where I was going to do it anyway. There was a comment on the YouTube VOD last time that said they kind of felt like this compared to No Man's Sky. And I think that's probably not a bad comparison. I'll be interested to see how that goes as a comparison in once I get to building. Is that the one I'm going to? D2503, yeah. They're like, yeah, it's kind of like No Man's Sky, but the multiplayer actually works. Focor 2, let's go. But I could see a lot of people just zenning out in this, building their stuff up slowly, and doing that while watching something on a second screen. So either this is your second screen or the other thing's the second screen, but doing it while you're doing something else. And then when you get into actually designing your ship, fully focused on it, but then doing this sort of stuff is just kind of background and just chilling. I can see plenty of people enjoying it that way. For a long time, that's how I played Eve in high sec. Until Eve took over my life and then it was bad. But I'm finding this game quite easy to imagine as a single player game. And just ignoring the fact that it's got any multiplayer whatsoever. I'm not feeling forced. I haven't felt any forced interaction with the other players yet. So it'll be interesting if I do, because I reckon if I run into that, that will rub me the wrong way. And make me get that worried sense of, I shouldn't be playing this. This is not a game I should be playing. Seems like this is Eve without the pain. A little bit. A little bit. It's scratching that same itch, which is good, because I do not want any desire to return to Eve. No, 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 no. That's why I don't read any of the articles about cool battles and fancy things, cool stories that have come out of it. Nope. Not allowed. Let's see if I can scan this before I even get to that location. Well, isn't, Elite Dangerous was one of the things that people often brought up to me as Eve-ish. But then Avorion as well. Avorion gives you the kind of a lot of those same vibes, and I like Avorion. I wish Avorion was better for streaming, but it's a terrible stream game. There's so much flashy nonsense going on screen, and then the building is so slow. I could see it being an okay video, like edited video, where you time-lapse yourself building stuff. But the live game, no. Yeah, this is an MMO. Doesn't feel like it though, does it? Elements of it do, like the mining being really simplified and the physics engine being really simplified. Definitely do. But it's not giving me any of the MMO ick, for want of a better way to phrase that. Yeah, Space Engineers is always... There's a reason I've played so many hours of it. It is my favorite game ever. I don't think there's... I don't think I can reasonably say any other game achieves it. Elite is not a bad game, but holy hell do they gate a lot of things behind grind walls that kill most. Yeah. I've been told that, and that's why, despite owning Elite, and having owned it for quite some time, I haven't actually played it. Alright. We are done with Focor 2. Let's go scan the other planet that's here, because then we'll get our level up. And then I'll head off to the other ones. Not sure I'm excited to go to Mucor. That doesn't sound like a place you'd want to live. What's my favorite story-based game? Deus Ex. The original. No contest. I have never played another game where I bothered to get to all of the different endings. No other game has made me do all of the endings. I've gotten to the ending of a bunch of different games, but no other game have I ever gone, I want to see all of the alternatives. And I save scummed hard to save the helicopter pilot because I was so invested in him staying alive. I was devastated when he died that I went back and I redid it because I did not want him to die. No, I finished Knights of the Old Republic, but I did not do alternate things, but I really enjoyed it. It was a great game too. Non-lethal ending 2? No! When I realized that using the stun syringe thing, the stun gun, didn't count as non-lethal, I gave up on the idea of doing non-lethal. Jock, thank you, Nuclear. Was annoyed that I couldn't remember his name, but yeah, Jock was... I was attached to the characters in Deus Ex so much. I loved that game. You know, I wouldn't mind playing Mass Effect again, because it's been so long. I wonder how much of the early Xbox jank in Mass Effect 1 would now grind my gears. because I really enjoyed it. And I didn't hate any of the grind in it. Like, I was quite happy to go around searching all those planets, doing all the different things. That was no problem for me at the time, but I wonder if it now I'd just be like, ugh, just tell me where the thing is. I don't have the time for this. This is nonsense. Yeah, I really liked the Mako. I remember liking the Mako. I don't know if I would like the Mako now, but I remember liking it then. And being sad that it was gone. 133. Yeah, this one's close. They did a good job with the Legendary Edition. That was enjoyable to replay everything. Okay. That's good to know. I don't know when I would ever have the time to do it, because I still haven't finished Pragmata. I've only played a little bit more off stream. And it I wanted to finish. A bit. Some of the combat... No, I was actually really enjoying the combat last I played it. Zoom zoom. Yeah. I never played Andromeda and I never plan to. Andromeda off. But yeah, Deus Ex is my #1 story game. I think for a lot of games, it's kind of where you're at in life at the time you play them. It's obviously going to have a huge impact on them too. And I played Deus Ex at a time when... I'm trying to remember if that... What year was Deus Ex? I think I was already in uni, I think. So, like, my summer holiday was 3 months. And so I could get deeply invested in it. And to have such a good game show up when you have the time to be deeply invested in its story and its characters, it's gonna have a much greater impact. Oh, no, going too far. Oh, there it is. Talong, I am a father. I have a son. He's a bit younger than the than Diana's character is set to be, but yeah, I am a dad. So Pragmata was just like, oh yeah, I get this. But I think the people who find problem with games like that, often, like with it particularly, there's nothing bad about it. It's just a really well-made game. Alright, Focor 1 has been explored. Now, Famida. Are there any other planets in Focor? No. So I now need to go back to Vition. I could go to there and back, but I'm worried... How do I see my fuel? 163 of 200. That's okay. I imagine this jump is going to cost me more. It's further. But I'm thinking just to scout more places and have names. I could go to KJ 617 first. Binary Domain. Leverman, I think I saw Avac playing that. And I suggested Capac play it. I think that might be what the game that I'm thinking of. You're kind of managing a city of sorts? Is that right? So there are 3 planets here. Do I bother scanning them? Or do I just go on? I think I'll just go on. Let's go to YP468. That one. No, I haven't played X4. I own it. I've been wanting to play it. If SpaceCraft hadn't released at the time it did, I probably would have been playing it now. But because this did, and I was already making progress on this, I was like, I don't really want to start X4 when I also want to do this. So I'll see how far I want to get in SpaceCraft before I then give X4 a go. Because I am going to give it a go. When it fits into the schedule somewhere, I will give X4 a go. Because Shaq reassured me that doing it on stream is actually probably a good idea, because then I can get past a lot of the otherwise frustrating roadblocks, because you guys can help me. As long as I'm... listen. Thanks, Jacoba Meow. Thank you for 32 months. Do we have another? There's 2... oh, there we go. What is that symbol for? Is that where I'm picking something up? What's my mission here? Is this... is Vumex where I was going to the training? Maybe the training. I don't remember. No, it's third-person shooter like Mass Effect 2. Oh. No, I'm definitely thinking of a different game. There was a game I suggested to Kabak that looked right up his alley. It was like kind of a... can probably find it in our chat history somewhere not too far back. As I don't crash into anything while I'm doing it. Heart of the Machine, that's what I was thinking of. That seemed like a very Kabak game. That I would happily sit there and watch him play it. Because you can go a very dark path with the storyline if you choose to. With, like, how you develop the story. And I would love to watch Kabak do that. The company's CPAF. Can I land here? Yes. Oh, cool. This is the first time I've been on foot on a planet. I'm assuming I'm going inside. Yes. Meitner Carls. Always here to support our workers. Yes, yes. Also, quite a performance drop while I'm here. I don't really experience that anywhere else. Wonder why. There we go, that's better.
Welcome to the testing facility, apprentice. Feeling confident?
Sure, why not?
See, this is pretty straightforward. First the cognitive test, then the physical test. Just go through the door on the left, and keep going until you wind up in this room again.
First test, door. Where is button? There it is. Use your hand to grab. Observe cautiously and solve. Okay. Open. Grants access to the next room. Okay. Straightforward. What's in the other room? Whole lot of nothing. Ooh. Copper ingot, wire, metal sheets. Loot! Was there loot in here I missed? No, I don't think so. Okay. Does anyone know if I can hide my contracts thing on the screen? So it's not always there? No, L brings it up. L makes it full screen. Doesn't hide it. Makes it full screen. Click untrack. Oh yeah. That works.
I know what you're thinking. This is crazy, right? I told you it would get physical. Now, you're gonna need to hold the crouch key if you want to get out of this room. Alright, it's good you didn't let that last part stop you, because now you're in for a little more sport. The nice part is, you won't have to think anymore.
Ah. I was wondering which direction was the loot was in. Yeah, that's where I came in. We'll go right. Use your legs to jump. If you fail, do not scream. Hooray, platforming. Oh. Okay. I have mid-air flight control. Go straight to leave the facility. Thank you for directions. It's like they know me. Zero of 2 secrets found. There are secrets. How much do I care? A little bit. So I'm presuming one of the secrets is in here. Hmm? I definitely didn't go before. Test designers' computers. The more time a recruit invests in trying to please the company, the more motivated they will be to stay loyal. Based on the sense that that time that they've invested would be otherwise wasted.
Okay, please refrain from visiting the test designers' offices. I know it's tempting, but it's not part of the assignment. And I don't think the company likes it. They sent me a notification.
Yeah. Steel ingots. Nice. And I got a blueprint. Do I have to go back out the way I came? In. Maybe. Yeah, they're free samples. They would definitely not be anything else. Okay. Wonder if there's another one of these somewhere down here. It's not stealing if you can pick the lock. Uh-huh. And more loot. Can I get there? Oh no, that's glass. Just didn't look like glass from the bottom. The steel ingots were on a toothpick. It was clear they were samples. Yeah. How long do I try and find the other secret? Ah! I wonder. I feel like if there was a secret at the beginning, I can't be bothered. So I'm just gonna take some more loot that I missed. There was something at the back of that room that I missed? Oh. That's an annoying thing to have done, which is typical for me. I've got... You mean this thing? There's nothing I can do with that. This screen? Nothing I can do with that. That's just the same. Yeah, there's nothing else here that I can tell. Eat the plants. There's nothing here to eat! No, I don't see anything else there. Can't steal the coats. Uniforms. No, I think our call is done. I don't need to find every secret. I am not a 100% kind of person. If I happen to get along the way, I'm like, oh, cool, I did. But if I have to keep backtracking and circling around for something, no, thank you. You can keep your 100%. And out we go. Hooray!
Congrats, Junior. You've earned yourself the title of novitiate. Basically, it means you'll be a better asset to the company if we give you more freedom.
Cool.
Accordingly, the Corpo interface of your personal computer is now unlocked, allowing you to join or fund a Corpo. I'd advise you to select your associates wisely, or fly solo if there's no one you can trust.
Excellent. You are not 100% person. Splitsy is an alien, confirmed. I could be a robot. Thanks, Cutthroat Gaming. Thank you for the 46 months. Yeah. There we go. Don't have to hear those sounds. I'll be right back. I need to take a quick bio break and stretch break and grab a snack. But I'll be right back, and then we will hopefully be able to go do some more missions. I'll be right back. Capac Cascades. If only, if only the mod that allowed me to do the Capacs like that still worked. Having them fall down a waterfall would be pretty hilarious. It's quite tempting to, and if that worked, it would be tempting to make that. But last time I tried to load it up, the mod didn't work anymore. Still so cool that Lucas made that for me. Come on, let's scan this planet. There's only one more thing to find. No, it's none of those. Oh, there's gonna be something on top of this mountain, isn't there? Eight times in one session, Twitch has shown you the same ad. If I was the advertiser paying for that, I reckon I'd be a bit miffed that they do that. I don't know. Twitch is not doing okay. Modders spoil me, and you're very grateful for that. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Modders in general spoil us. I was thinking about this yesterday as I spent 3 hours trying to find a bug in the mod that I was making. I'm like, the amount of people who make mods for games, who spend ages doing this stuff for no financial reward, just purely for other people will find this cool, I'll make this. It's really incredible. Some people find it fun. The Fool and Loitrim, yep. I don't find bug fixing very fun. I just want to make this stuff. Like, I think I'd be... If I were working in game dev, I would... The only role I would be happy in would be game design. The actual programming and stuff and bug fixing. You guys have seen me do that in Stationeers. I can find some joy in finding the clever solution, but most of the time it's just annoying. Alright, let's... I figured I was here, I may as well scan another planet. Probably shouldn't bother scanning so many planets. I don't know. Don't know whether I can get a better scanner. I wonder if there's I think part of the reason I struggle so much with bug hunting is that it repeatedly and with a rather large sledgehammer reminds me that I really don't know much. Oh great, I have to find a deposit now. And it's kind of that, it gives me that feeling of, you don't know anything. You don't know how to do these things. Like, I always have to enlist help to find why these things don't work. And yes, people who are actual software developers would have a different viewpoint. You're over the first hurdle, Splitzer. You know enough to know how little you know. Mm-hmm. Aha, found it. There we go. Now we can get off this planet. Yeah. I know it can be a big deal to get to the point of knowing how little you know. But sometimes it also makes me go, "Aw, man, I wish I could have the time to really figure this out and make a good effort of this." Rather than what I will actually do, which is just the best I can do, which will be adequate, but not everything I was hoping for. When I remember all those programmers before the advent of the internet, I quietly give a minute of silence. Those gamer magazines of yore were a lifesaver. Man, yeah. Doing any of that stuff before, especially in such a rapidly developing field, when you didn't have the internet. Yikes. Yeah, nuclear toaster. Imposter syndrome is real. Why does my spaceship look like a vulture droid? Because I didn't get to design it, and I'm hoping I will get to a point where I get to design some things. If I keep doing this scanning that they told me to do. In fact, I should probably hide that one and bring that one back up. The weekly trip to the bookstore before the internet. Yeah. And libraries, I would presume as well. Particularly like a university library, I imagine would have a lot of stuff. Would have had a lot of stuff back in those days. See, when I need a rubber duck, I use you guys. I'll just put a message on Discord and be like, hey, this is what I'm struggling with. And then usually people who are not really a rubber duck, more like my Obi-Wan, can kind of tell me things. Number of times where Nev and Graz have come to the rescue for me. But particularly those two. So, fortunately, they seem to have an idea of what I'm trying to say even when I don't. So what I'm looking for is not in these zones, because these zones I found everything. That's not good! How am I going to find the thing if I've already found all the things in those areas? Where is it going to point me to? It's not pointing me anywhere, I'm just going to fly around? Oh. I mean, unless there is stuff there that isn't on their areas, but I'm pretty sure that's not the way it works. Well, I don't know what that means.
All right.
Ah, there we go.
We were able to gather valuable geological information on these planets. Thanks. Now that the Bureau trusts you, it's time to get some work done. I've just recommended you to a colleague. Don't make me look bad.
Oh, I only had to do 2 of the things. Okie dokie. Ah, learn about science. Here we go. Can sector. Where is that? Oh boy. Okay, so I need to go back to Janice, get some fuel, and then try and head north. I guess. I don't know what happens if you run out of fuel. Anyone in chat? No. Like, I genuinely don't. I have no idea. I'm assuming it's expensive. Or you have to respawn back at the station, maybe? Wait, is this not? And this is where the station is. Where is Rakmu? This way. I should read my HUD. I was hiding behind the dark side of this planet. You take damage when you hyperjump. Oh, because it's your shield fuel. It's not your hyperjump fuel. It's your shield fuel. Yeah. So you take damage while you're jumping, and then eventually your ship will be destroyed, and then you get granted a new ship, and you have to restart all over again. Yep. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. No, I'm not doing that science. No! I want to actually progress. If I knew a way to make a new account to do it, then maybe I would, but no. No, that's gonna set me back too far. Like, I can see that putting many extra hours on the time it will take me to make any progress. Oh, I've got enough money for the personal factory side of things. Cool.
Docking accepted. Welcome, pilot.
Get back to the science? Yeah. Alright. Go to the nearest mining bureau. Guess I'll go.
Do you need any help?
No. Huh?
Welcome to the mining bureau. Don't hesitate to ask.
MBS1.
And remember, our most valuable
Oh, by the location for
Do you
one of
need
the
any help?
restricted areas. I need to locate
Just
something.
tell us what you're looking for, and there's a good chance we can find it.
Restricted area.
Restricted areas are found on many planets of the galaxy. Some are dangerous, but scrappers can usually get good money when visiting them. You can find them on your own, or we are selling you the coordinates, if necessary.
Guess, because the mission is telling me to buy one, I'll have to buy it. Gonna set me back a bit. Ah, on Eve's Lambda.
Thanks. You can come back anytime if you need more.
I'm not gonna get the second one yet. Let's go back up to the shipyard. Or down to the shipyard. And see what I can sell. Because I deliberately got... Oh, Alpha Carbon's only worth 150. I got a bunch of quartz because I knew it was worth cash. But... What's the chemical explosives? What does that give me? Oh, weapons. 800? Oh. Oh. I don't think I can do this mission yet. It's social plus 50 for that. Meet Bob Argos. I get 50 credits for that. So where the heck is Bob? Dock officer. Is he at the dock? And I missed him? Maybe? The base construction tool. I could unlock that. Yes, I've got just enough cash. Don't know what to do with it. Oh, there it is. Exclamation point. Over here. What you got for me, Bobo?
I'm the dock officer, but you can call me Bob. My job is to watch apprentices land here with the junk heaps the company sold them, and try to help y'all turn them into proper spaceships. Considering its current state, it's a miracle that heap got you here in one piece. Now, you can keep relying on miracles, or you can upgrade your equipment and be ready when your luck runs out.
Batteries. I would like to
All
get better batteries.
Batteries are inefficient. They'll always waste a certain amount of energy. But you can't go without one, and some are less bad than others. The key things to look at are maximum power storage and charging speed.
Do I have to just ask
First
all these
things
questions?
first.
Is that what it's making me
To
do?
upgrade your equipment, you'll need. There's no
Seems
point
like
being
it.
able to cut through what's an affiliate's most precious resource.
Okay. Now, I don't think I unlocked a better battery. I don't see something that jumps out at me as better battery option. Oh, I do have the Scanalyzer beta though, so I can upgrade my scanner, maybe. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. Was it under electric motors, was it? Oh, the flywheel battery. Oh, okay. So that's, okay, so I can actually put that on my ship. Cool. All right, let's do that. My battery's been sucking for a while, so that'll be good to have. See what battery it's got on it first. Ship. Uh-oh. Why, computer? Can't you just work? It'd be nice if you just worked. So I should be able to replace the crude battery with a proper battery. That would be probably the way to go. Because I'm not sure I have enough of the CPU points or whatever they call them in this to have more, have like an extra battery, have the crude and the flywheel. It's a good thing that I was in a station when this happened. So that I can know that my ship is safe. This is one of those moments where I really, really wish I had a better setup where I could easily bring up chat on my other PC. Just a faff. Because I've got it set up so that I can easily use my stream controls. And so having chat as well is not... Oh, I could possibly open it in OBS, I guess. Does feel like planning for failure, though. Because I'm back. Does this count as a blammo? No, I don't think so. I think this counts as a whop whop. I think sad trumpet or sad trombone, whichever way you want to do it, is about right for the thing. Let's load up the game again. Connect. Kavalnia, I don't know what that is. Most of the things that I've looked into to try and figure out what's wrong have been well beyond my understanding. Okay, so crude battery. Power system, so system points. I've got another 180 left. The crude battery is using up 200 and has 1,000 power storage and 100 charge. Okay. So let's see what the flywheel gets. The diagnostic software. I'll have a look at it. I'll write it down, see if I remember to have a chance. Now, flywheel battery. Oh, the flywheel battery actually kind of sucks. Interesting. Is that like Norton Crash Guard, which used to be the thing that crashed my computer constantly? Possibly. If you go over the limit, it doesn't hurt your ship. Doesn't it, I thought the limit had some downsides to it. What do I need to make for this? Small module kit and some concrete. Let's go make the concrete first. Oh yeah. Agreed, Kitamaru. I recently had to spend a significantly long time messing with my dad's PC, fixing the numerous antivirus things that were installed. Welcome, that angry Viking. Welcome, Raiders. How's it going? What am I making again? Flywheel. I need small module kit and motor. Motor needs... the silicon gel I have to buy. Blech. So expensive. So expensive. I don't want to buy stuff. I want to make it. Thanks, Sunderfilia. Thank you for the prime sub. Nice to catch you live rather than just videos. Yeah, this is an unusual time for me to be live, I'll admit. I've been thinking a while after of doing some longer streams to be able to play some other games that I haven't had time for. And thought I'd try it out with this. Especially with where my real life is at the moment. Having extra time to stream other days is not likely to happen. More nuts and bolts. Have you been enjoying SpaceCraft yourself? And just wires now. Make a few of those. Am I liking the game? I really want to get to the building bit. I said that I explained this earlier. I just really want to get to the building bit to see what it's like before I judge it. Because I feel like that's gonna be the key. If the building's good, then I'll have fun. If the building's a bit meh, then it probably won't hold my attention too long. He says, literally opting not to buy the building tool. You say that, it's expensive. And I'm trying to get more money so I can actually make the stuff. Like, if I buy the building tool, doesn't mean I'm going to be able to afford the stuff to build with it. Okay, flywheel battery. Let's go shove that on this ship. Little bit of extra battery. Nice. Alrighty. Change your ship's name in the shipyard. Oh, did I not? Why not named this thing? Hmm. What is a name? Yeah, that ain't right. I haven't. I can't say I haven't had a crash, but I don't think any of the crashes have been due to the game. I think they're due to my PC being just a piece of junk that's been infuriating me for the last. It feels like a year. I don't even know how long it's been. You don't deserve a name. Ah, it doesn't fit. Doesn't deserve name. Okay. Confirm. And then we go back to Bob. Make a little bit of cash. Tie miner. I wonder if I'll manage to get to a station that's busy enough that I get bumped down to another dock. It does seem like there are limited spots in each dock. And I assume that's why there are so many more docks.
That's a spaceship you can work with. If you ask me, they should have given you all that from the start. How much did you pay for the carcass? Dear Earth.
The name. CapEx fault.
At least now you're all set. But you shouldn't stop there. You know, we actually have a scale system to score a spaceship's efficiency. If you keep improving yours to reach 600 points on that scale, your life will get much easier.
Ah, what? I'm so close.
77 is now closed.
Add more modules. What modules? What else can I add? How about don't get attached? Yeah, that would work. You know what? We'll figure that out later. More battery storage. You have better scanners. Oh yeah, the better scanner. What do I need for the better scanner? That's probably worth doing. Scanalyzer Alpha says... nothing about why it... what it does better? But sure. Oh. I have to make a laboratory first, so I can't do the Scanalyzer beta. Bye. Find and talk to Ida Lynn on Terminus Sector. Sure. Let's go do that.
The ship must run X-ray to light is
Refill.
Departure initiated. Station out.
Zoom, zoom. Lab is at a station 2. Yeah. I don't know. I figure I may as well explore the building. It's kind of what I was here to do. Beacon restricted area. A new contact. A new contact. So it's the one that's to the east. I'm tempted, just because it's closer. Oh no, the restricted area I don't want to go to because I need weapons. Probably before I do that. So we need to go to Famida. Let's go. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Then FP302. Jump again. Now we're in Mucor, and I need to go to probably KA939W. We check the description of the weapons you can unlock in the skill tree. I have not. I have not. So we go to GC now. If I were playing this, like, myself, I was kind of wondering whether I would have bothered to scan planets along the way or whether I would have just been like, no, I want to go there. So I would have just gone there. I think I would have probably scanned everything as I went. Unlock stuff. But I also just really want to try this building. YD542. There we go. One more jump. Ooh, Helicon. Is this a different station design, or am I just approaching it from a different angle? I think I'm just approaching it from a different angle. If I were playing this by myself, because I don't see I view playing things on stream, even solo, as not playing on my own. Because if I did see it as playing on my own, I think, I don't know, I don't think it'd work. Yeah, Capac does do that all the time. It kills me. Pop across to his stream and I'm like, oh, what are you doing, man? Ooh, people with different ships. My first, this is the first time I've seen someone who's actually got a custom ship. It looks hideous. It just, that's, oh. I hope we can do better.
What am I doing here?
Johannes!
Interesting question. Maybe I should tell you. I was on a tiny planet not far from here when I came across this weird alien artifact. The Mining Bureau told me I should get it analyzed in Syracuse. But there's no way I can go that far away while my factory needs me here. It's a real shame, because I'm sure it's worth a fortune. If you're willing to make the fantastic,
sure, gimme.
Then you can have whatever reward they'll give you. I'm not doing this for the money. I'll only ask you for 50 credits to make sure you're being serious.
I'm being scammed, but I'll be scammed. Yes.
What a relief. Thank you for taking this responsibility on me.
So being scammed. Meh.
Looking into your eyes, I see the soul of a great entrepreneur.
I mean, if you were looking into my
wrongfully trapped in a
eyes,
miserable life.
rather than weirdly
Is
middle
that
distance
soul
staring
ready to
past my
finally
arm.
break free?
Begin contract, Space Base 101.
My mission is to select the company's most promising contractors and help them establish their very first factory. Are you one of those select few?
I've tried to modify my ship, but the editor doesn't seem to let you make more tall ships. Only long on skinny or flat pancakes. Oh, really? Well, that's disappointing. Yes. Accept this seemingly selfless gift.
Of course you are. Then there's no reason to wait. Here is the key to your prosperous destiny. A free controller base kit, courtesy of the company. This is the first cornerstone of your empire.
Gather the following in your inventory. Concrete, stainless plate, motor, and the other bits. It was somewhere else over here with an exclamation mark, I thought. Yeah, there. What are you going to scam me out of?
I don't believe we've ever met. That's good. I have a job for an outsider with no name, no connections,
Yep,
and a low profile.
scam.
And you seem to fit the bill. The task couldn't be simpler. Locate shipwrecks, extract their black boxes, and bring them here. No questions. No thinking. No independent decisions.
Sure.
The reward is generous. Good. Then you can start by bringing us one black box. Once you're done, we'll throw you a bigger bone.
Where do I need to go for that? Do I even know? Yeah, it does strike me as illegal. No specific place you find random wrecks on planets. Oh. Well, we can turn that off then. Oh, the mining office will tell me where it is, maybe. Yeah, possibly. Let's go see if I can make the rest of this stuff. I think I might be short... Oh, trade nexus. I've been to one of those. I think I might be short on the concrete. I'm not sure if I'm going to be short on the motor. Trade nexus. What do you do? 'Cause I could trade at the shipyard thing.
Nexus. Here, individuals and corpus can buy goods sold by other corpus.
Everyone else has said corpos. Is this a... This sounds like a text-to-speech one. Available sell orders. Yeah, she was saying corpus. Some people are trying to sell some things. Right, anyway, I don't need to worry about that. I want to go to shipyard. And make us some concrete. Not sure what else I need. Still got an okay amount of copper ingots, so hopefully I'll have enough for that motor. concrete. Hooray! Let's make a stainless plate. Aluminium, I have to buy it. Oh! Ow! That's expensive. How do I unlock aluminium? Am I just gonna have to find it? Did I unlock that stuff by finding it? Maybe I do? Yeah, you can mine it rarely, but that's expensive. Like, that's a lot of my remaining money. Can I make the motor then? Let's see how we go. Because you only need one, so it's not terrible. If I can make the motor at least, that's the only thing I have to buy. Need 3 more magnetic cores. Now I'm going to have to buy some silicon gel. Yeah, I can... Yes, I could pay the mining guild to go tell me where it is. That's true, potentially. Oh, I've got a beautiful Wait. This isn't the thing that guy gave me, is it? No, that's the possible alien artifact. So I can sell it. Yeah, $35. Nice. Trade. Yes. Maketh the motor so we can have the things. You can check the encyclopedia to see what each research node gives you from what you've already mined. Yeah, I haven't gotten any aluminium yet, so I won't know that one yet. What I should do, though, is my inventory is seriously quite full. I need to smelt this iron ore to cut that down at least a little bit. What else can I do to trim down? Actually, no, I won't trim down yet because I'm about to build a base, so hopefully I'll be able to drop everything off there and use a base as a dumping point and then sell things only when I really need to. Luxury items are meant to be sold. Yeah, I hoped that was the case. Now I need another magnetic coil. Nah. Nut and bolt. I really hope that they're telling me to make these things, because if I follow their instructions, I'll then be able to make things down on my base. Craft a construction tool. Needs an aluminium ingot. They're not selling them. Is someone selling them in the trade nexus? If not, that feels like an opportunity if you get to that point.
Welcome to the station.
Yes. 200 a pop. Ugh. So someone's already doing it. I could dredge up my... Let's see how much it costs to find aluminium with the mining bureau. I mean, I'm thinking too much EVE Online if I'm planning on undercutting their orders.
Do you need any help?
So that was a lot of what I did. I need to locate
Just
something.
Tell us what you're looking for, and there's a good
Resource.
chance we can find it.
Yeah. Can't afford any of it. But that feels like what I want to do. 120 bucks to go find a new thing. I think I'm just gonna have to go scan some planets. I wonder if, because I'm here in this area now, the planets around here will be more likely to have the aluminium. Because that's why they sent me over here to start the mission, because this sector should have it. So we'll check a couple of planets and see how we go.
Separation confirmed. All cameras. Be careful out there.
Really hope they had a search bar in the crafting station because the icons aren't different enough for me. Yeah. The gold farmers get here already. Oh, man. So at the end of my last stream, when I was choosing, like when I was like, oh, it's a sponsored stream, I should raid within the same category. Because I thought that's probably a thing I should do. I was looking at some of the titles of people's streams. There was already someone going, we're the biggest corpo, we've done this, we're #1, blah. I'm like, oh, yeesh. Not clicking on your stream. That is not my attitude. That's someone taking this way more seriously than I ever want to. That gave me way too many Eve, I've just joined a corporation vibes. Yeah, good for them, but no thanks, exactly. If they're having fun, that's all good, but yeah, no thank you. No thank you! Oh. Hello. Have I already found the thing? What is a clay shell? Wait, can I harvest a clay shell? No. It is not the thing I was looking for. That had Big Eve vibes. It did. Having that attitude around it was like, yeah, no, you and I are not on the same page here. Feldspar. There we go, there's our aluminium ore so that I can get my aluminium thing without having to pay 200 credits. I made the right choice. It's nice when that works out. See, they made their trade deal too expensive. What you want to do is price it at a level where someone's like, I can't be bothered looking. But that was so expensive that I was like, well, I have to go looking. If instead you were selling it for like, I don't know, depends what it sells for on the regular market, but just a bit above that, so that you're still making a profit from it, like, yeah. If it was, I don't know, 40 bucks, I might have considered it and been like, oh, I can sell off a few quartz for that. $200 might be pennies by the time you need aluminium in bulk. True. That is another point. That sort of inflation as you progress, that it's just not worth anything to you, so you don't care. Regular market is 250. Oh, so they're wasting money? Weird. I stepped out to take the cat to the vet, and when I came back, it wasn't winter anymore. Did Shaq have house flashes again? No. I kept streaming after Shaq called it for the night. Night on his end, anyway. Evening. It is currently lunchtime for me. When you see that the later upgrades go into the thousands, that's about correct. Yeah. No, you buy for 250, sell for like 12 or something. Yeah, see, if you're selling it for 12, I'd happily put it on the market here for 25, 30. Because if enough new players come through, you'll make that money back. You don't have to make bank on every single sale. You just have to make enough sales to make bank, is the way I look at it. And that's the way I operated my trade empire in Eve. I didn't try and make huge amounts on each sale. I just tried to make money on each sale. Why are these clay shells still showing up? Is there something I'm supposed to do with these? Weird. Don't know. Yeah, they were showing up. It looked differently. I don't know why it popped out to me. It seemed different. I don't know what the moon symbol is. I keep getting distracted by these gravites. And forgetting to look into what that actually is. Moon symbol is dark side of the planet? As in what I need to get to is on the dark side? I see. Elodie, I've never had a... I've actually never... I don't think I've ever popped into Avax chat and we've talked about Eve for very long. I think, from what I recall, I think he was more... He actually got into some of the PvP elements of it, where, like a combat PvP, whereas I never actually got around to doing that. I wasted enough of my time doing running my little mini trade empire while trying to barely keep my relationship going, and also doing a master's and working full-time. So, all of those things did not continue. That relationship ended. The masters did not get finished, and I obviously no longer do that job. The job I kept. Everything else fell apart. And I quit Eve, because it was making everything else just a mess. Threw it all away for spreadsheets. The only bit I'm sad about that I didn't do was not finishing that masters. That relationship was not something that was ever it was gonna fall apart for some reason at some point. Eve didn't help, but it was not the only cause. Yeah. But yeah, quitting Eve was a good choice. Went cold turkey on that one too. I just completely stopped playing it. Didn't even try and sell my accounts or anything. And they were old accounts. They probably would have been worth something at the time. I was just like, nah, gotta walk away completely. Have I scanned everything in this area now? Yes, I have. Alright, so let's go to green. The coolest thing about Eve, in my opinion, is that it ran on Python at one point. That's a random tidbit of knowledge, Amy. Yes, that is true. Chromoise, the way you win Eve is by never going back. It's a cool concept. It is a cool concept. The only way I can see a game like Eve being something that's sustainable... Actually, I don't even know if you can have a game like Eve ever be sustainable as a game. It's always going to be a job you don't get paid for. Because even if you had it so that people were limited in how many hours they could play each week, month, whatever, to try and keep people at sane levels, or at still keeping at job levels is probably a better way to put that. Because if I didn't have a job, that wouldn't be insane for me to play hundreds of hours, because what else can I do with my day? But if it kept you at, I can also have a full-time job level of number of hours, then it might be doable, but I think those people who have hundreds of hours either wouldn't play it or would spend their time when they're not hyper-optimizing the time that they do have. Like, for our community servers, we've usually implemented a 4-hour time limit for the ones when I'm streaming on it, so that everyone can play at whichever hours their week they like, but they can only play as much as I do, which means that we don't have everyone getting massively progressed ahead of wherever the stream is at, which is one way of going at it. The other way that some creators go about it is they'll just have the server only online when they're during their stream. But I kind of like the idea of letting people who can't be around for the stream or are just around for the VODs also participate. For certain games. It's always pick it based on the game. And so it sort of works, but I know that some people find that what it does to the time that they do play is they don't play as much. They're kind of trying to they're trying to optimize their time and not having as much fun as a result. Time management's fun, indeed. But yeah, some people say that's the perfect example of optimizing the fun out of your experience. There's only one thing left to find, so it has to be in this green area. I won't have to go to the yellow, but I'm a little bit worried about my power and how slow this is going to make everything. Is that a new thing? That looks like a new thing. Yay! No! I don't have enough ship battery to scan. Oh, what? I think... Do I... Yeah, that's probably the better way to do it. I shouldn't try and fly directly up. I should use space to go up. This is close enough, hopefully. Go directly up, get my charge, come directly down. Oh man, I was close too. If only I hadn't diverted to those geysers, it would have been alright. Probably. I do wonder if I'm close enough to the edge. that I can actually get this, or if I need better batteries before I can do this, or a better generator of some sort. Oh, I'm getting power back. Wait till I'm fully charged. Down we go. This isn't using up much charge to go down. Is there going to be enough? Can I actually get there? Yeah, crashing while out of power in this would be brutal, because I didn't really... it doesn't really give you much feedback to tell you you're riding out the first time it happened. Scanning, 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 scanning. Mining, 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 mining. Am I going to get it before I run out of power? Oh, almost got 2. Right, up we go. Need 4? Oh yeah, you need 4 nuggets to process it? Yeah, I was just gonna sell it. I'm not gonna try and... This is not a resource I'm gonna harvest. I don't know what I don't even need that for something. I just scanning it because it was on this planet. I was just trying to scan this planet. I don't have any particular reason for it. It's the equivalent to the Suit Lady's H2 warning. Yeah, it is. Fuel critical. Ankles broken. Yeah, I need more battery for this. How is this game? It's a slow burn to begin with. It's a... There's definitely that MMO grind at the start, and which is making it hard for me to judge. There we go, we got power. Back to the station. And now we can craft the construction tool. I wonder where I have to make a base. Oh, I don't think I could handle Capac as a suit computer. I think that would drive me insane. That I would, yeah. Deliberately telling me things when it's the most unhelpful. Flew past the other entry because I didn't see it.
Welcome, pilot.
All right. I want to at least place this base. I'm going longer than I meant to today. I wasn't quite planning on going this long, but I really want to... I'm so close to placing the base. And then at least next time I can just do the base. Craft a construction tool. Shipyard. And now I need to process the aluminium in this, I assume. Yes. I mean, the aluminium I collected should be worth a decent amount by my standards. I don't even think I've got enough money to process it all. I'm gonna run out. Capac, right after you run out of power. Do you know you're out of power? No, Capac would say, you do know you're out of power. And one more, and then I'll sell some and I'll process the others. Sell, sell, sell. Aluminium ore. Aluminium ingot. 9 apiece. Sell 2 of them. Gets me an okay amount of cash. Somehow Capacked by your own suit. Yep. Yep. Capac will always word something in a way as to make himself sound smarter than the person who's hearing what he's saying. That's how he'll always word things. Always. What am I making? I was making the base, the construction tool. I need to buy some silicon gel. Make it. Okay. Press F to open the character screen, then equip your construction tool. Build a base command center near an iron deposit to claim it. Alright, off we go. Let's find an iron deposit. Surely there'll be one on this planet. Do I want a base in the same sector as a station? If I can get one. Probably. It's just convenient.
Safe travel, pilot.
Near the border to the other sector? Yeah, maybe. I'll check out and see if anything's on this planet down here. Just because I'm close, I might as well check it. Like, given it's taken me 6+ hours of play to get to this point, I know you could possibly beeline it and do it a bit quicker, but that's still a long time. I don't know if they've got enough players that all of these would have been claimed yet. I think, like, I'd be surprised if there are enough players that all of the spots have been claimed, but this is saying there are no deposits to find. So maybe they have already been. Just can't remember. I thought I've always had it show up that I need to find some. Maybe these planets actually don't have them, so they force you to go to another sector. Oh, I'm sure there are people who've been in the game for longer than I have, but the fact that I've had to be in the game for this long to get to this point is a big barrier for a lot of players that would have stopped them from getting that would have reduced the number vying for build locations. Was what I was trying to say. And what's up here? Bunch of stuff. Ooh, something new. Hello. Ah. There's even a deposit here, but I'm not allowed to scan it because I don't have a fancy scanner yet. Wait, can I make the fancy scanner? Was it aluminium I needed for it? No, it was some weird thing I don't have. That's right. Okay, so I can't scan everything here anyway, so let's leave. Okay, so let's go to... Sierra's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, it's got a bunch. Let's go to it. Should be somewhere this way? Yeah. Check out if any of these planets have something. For me. I'm guessing they have something because there are player names on them. Did the scanner need a pyrite crystal thing, did it? Huh. I thought it was there was something else that I just hadn't never come across anything even remotely like it. There you go, someone's got a base here. Oh yeah, there are deposits. Deposits to be found. Oh yeah, it needed me to scan something in the laboratory, that's right. Too many things. This is one of the I'm really enjoying how many different games I've played this year, but I'm also getting a whole lot of things messed up in my brain and confusing a lot of different things I'm learning, and it's making it harder in some respects to keep track of stuff. It was like, I don't know, 5 years ago I would probably have played maybe 10 games in a year, and last year I played 40. My aim this year was to see if I could average more than one a week. See if I could manage to pull that off. So have more than 50 for the year. Sulfuric stone, let's mine a little bit of that. Who knows what's that's going to be worth? It's probably weapons? Sulfur, maybe? Let's check the map. I have found all the things. Let's go to green then. See if I find the deposit along the way. Still haven't checked the weapon description? What do you mean weapon description? What weapon description? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know know what you're talking about, Aragon. I have no idea. Oh. Oh. Hey, Redpink. Can I know they tell me to make it on an iron deposit, but do I have to? Because that seems like not a bad place to have a base. Right on top of aluminium and copper. Because I presume they want you to do it over an iron deposit because iron is what you need for building a lot of the basics, but I could go out there and collect that with my ship, I would think. It's tempting. How much am I going to break my game flow? Yeah, let's do it. It's the worst that could happen. You know, I totally didn't realize that I was able to do this. I didn't realize I could just land anywhere. Wait, where are the deposits? Oh, there's one. Where's the other one? Okay, they're there and there. Okay. So if I start with the base here.
Congratulations on deploying your first B control base.
Sudden ladder.
This space will provide you with some private storage and limited power input, but this is just the beginning. In order to automate resource extraction, you'll need to deploy an extractor and a smelter.
Extractor. Let's go aluminium deposit first, I think, because that's going to make me the most money. Which way do I want this to look? Let's go like that. Because I don't think I've got enough to make another one. No, I don't. I need to make another motor. Oh, the grid is big. Grid is big. Hey, Doc. Welcome, Raiders. Connect the extractor to the base command network using a pylon. Need to put the pylon on it? I'm presuming I just put it on the ground. Huh. How do you work? Wire up? Ah. Oh. Ladder. No, no, no. I want to... Oh, okay. Can I wire directly from this? Do I need a pylon? Oh, you can put pylons on the platform. Okay. Hooray! Yes, you must construct additional parts. Yeah, it's janky. And the performance hitches are pretty significant when you're building. But I have a base. Select some craft recipe on the smelter, take some output from the extractor and add it to the smelter to activate it. Select aluminium ore. Oh, hang on. Requires a drone. Ah. Okay, so I have to manually do this until I have drones. Woo, I have 1 aluminium. I'm so glad I did this before I finished the stream. Because it's going to take forever for this thing to mine a decent amount.
Now you're off to a very promising start.
There we go.
Although automated smelting can be slow, it is continuous and does not require your presence. It will work for you while you are away to effortlessly provide a steady flow of ingots. By expanding this procedure to the whole production chain, you will move beyond the hassle of strictly manual labor. Extractors will gather ore for you. Smelters will refine them. Factories will turn the resulting ingots into complex objects. Before you know it, there will be nothing standing between you and financial success.
So, I've now got storage, but do I have...
Crafting or smelting will produce technology XP within each space base. You can collect this XP to increase your technology level.
Okay. Bus travel, rename base, technology experience, abandoned base. Rename base. There we go. So there's the yeah, workshop. Cool, I have all the things. So I should be able to make the motor that I need here. And now I can smelt with no craft tax. Yay! Cool. Alright, so if I need to make a motor to make the other drill, I have to go to the station to buy the silicon gel. Ah! Ah! Well, I've made some progress. All right, so I need to make the other mine because otherwise, I presume someone else can come along and mine that spot, and that'd be really annoying. So let's sort that out. The company exchanger. Hmm? So that's my storage. I should chuck everything into storage. Yeah. Because then I can mine a bunch of stuff. Eh. It stops me clicking. I presume it's their way of preventing loss of items, but... Ah! The shift click do all? Yes. Thank you. Oh. This detailed plan contains all the necessary instructions to build a specific ship module that can be read by human or machine. Oh. I can already make crystalline focuses. Why would I want that? Blueprint. Can I sell that? Technology experience. There is one technology experience to claim. This base generates technology experience by crafting items in the automated smelter and factories. You also gain XP every time you deploy a new base building for the first time. Okay. So that's gonna potentially get me to the next technology level. Eventually. Yeah, I can sell the blueprint. Cool. Let's hide that. Hide that. Hide that. We don't need any of these right now. Cool. Well, I have a base. I need to make a motor, which means I need to decide what I'm going to sell other than this blueprint that's going to get me some cash. What I could do is quickly go mine a few things and sell everything that I mine. While I scan the rest of this planet. Is this worth buying now or give some time to cook? I don't know. Depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for something to play on a second screen, I'd say it's probably got enough for you at the moment, from what I've seen. If you're looking for some, it's an MMO. It's got enough of the building stuff that it doesn't feel full on MMO, but it's got that pace. Now I play a lot of survival games on slow mode, so that doesn't put me off, because I like the sense of progression. There's a certain amount of grind that I'll tolerate. Sells some aluminium ingots. Yeah, I could do that. Depends how quickly it's producing them, which was pretty slow. That's why I thought I'd go out and see if I could hand mine a bit and then come back. No PvP at the moment, no. And they mentioned that if there were... I think the PvP was meant to be optional. Even once they do introduce it. Now let's get some stuff to mine. Oh, is this stuff I can't mine as well? I'm too weak. Ugh. Alright, fine. We're leaving. I should go back to my station. Grab what aluminium I can. Go back to the main station. Oh, I got 400 bucks. Buy the motor, make another one. Yeah, the quests seem to be my best way of getting credits right now. Come on. Get me home. Yeah, it's nice knowing there's no PvP when I'm building a base. Grab what I can from here. Sell all of this since I'm going to make more. Oh, we got 8. Could be worse. What could be 4? Oh. Can I take these back? going to use this smelter. I know I get something for using the automated one, but I want this now. So I can take it to the station and sell it. And I'm not waiting several minutes for that to get processed per thing. No, thank you. Thank you, Pedant Uprising. Thank you for the prime sub. I don't think anyone can build near your base, by the way. Okay. You know what? Let's take a risk. Someone might be able to, and if they can, we'll just move. Because there are other spots. But I'm going to wrap things up here for today, because this has been a long one for me, and I have some mods I need to work on, like the scrapyard stuff that I've been doing. I will be back with some more streams on Saturday, which is exactly that scrapyard thing that I'm working on. Thanks to figuring out the bug yesterday, I can hopefully actually get some positive progress today. Which I am looking forward to, and getting that, particularly being able to actually run salvage missions in my save. Fixing that was a big step. And obviously, hopefully we'll be back with Shaq for some more Combined Arms on Sunday. This is all that, and plenty more to come. And I will see you then.